My battery for my little Kubota excavator needs a positive post on the right side. Walmart don't have nothing like that, except in a marine battery. They do have a 24F. It's basically the same size, but the post is on the wrong side. And they've got that in the $69 value battery. But again, the post is on the wrong side. Nowadays, it just about pays a feller to lengthen his battery cables and change them over where a 24F will work, because most of these places don't keep the battery you need, you know. Anyway, that's what I'm going to go with. Now, this is a marine cranking battery, and I did test the cranking amps on it, and the actual cranking amps are over 1,000, so that's plenty sufficient to crank a little mini excavator. Alright, here's a little Kubota mini excavator I'm fixing to put this battery in. It is a little 4-cylinder diesel. I'll stick this battery in there. Well, actually the battery's already in there. I put it in there when it was raining, and I just didn't tighten it up. It's all on the tripod there. Alright, now the marine battery is a little bit wider than a standard Group 24 battery. It says 24 on it, but don't take that for granted. It is a little wider. I had to splay these out right here on this clamp a little bit to get that clamp to go across it. But it's important to keep your battery terminals clean with anything. These are already not too bad, but I don't know, these things are from 2008 and somehow never have gotten corroded. I can't explain that, because I've got others that are very corroded. So, even with a new battery, there's some dull lead on there you want to get off. When you use a brush on there, clean that post up nice and shiny. Now I will add that I put this battery on the charger and let it charge all night after I bolted it in here, even though I didn't hook it up. Just because you get a battery that's brand new don't mean it's ready to just put it in there and go to work. You always want to charge your battery up with a quality battery charger, because you don't want to let the alternator do it, especially the first time, because you know, that battery's been sitting on the shelf a while, and that alternator's going to try to charge it real fast. Of course, the alternator on this little thing ain't that big, it ain't going to hurt it, but I still prefer to just put them on the charger. You see my battery cable just barely does reach when it's the right battery. So a 24F, which is what's available at most Walmarts, and they need to change that, that just won't hardly fit anything. I mean, a lot of us have still got stuff made in, you know, such a time back in the 80s and 90s and some of the 2000s where you need a battery with a positive over here when it's facing you, or with a positive over here when it's facing away from you, what have you. Now I could lengthen these battery cables and put a 24F in here with a positive post over here, but I'd have to lengthen this other connector here too. That'd be a little bit of a pain, but yeah, I could do it. Alright. Let's reach over here and start this puppy up, see what happens. Look at there. Marine battery's the way to go. $93 at Walmart. That's the way to go, unless you want to pay $200 for a battery at O'Reilly's and Napa or something. Put you a marine battery in your little piece of equipment or something, it won't hurt a thing. And if you run the lights at night a lot for getting out and working and stuff, it'll hold up a little bit better to being run down, you know, not to dead, but, you know, down to 80% or something. A typical car battery is not meant to run down, but you know, it's pretty much stay the same voltage all the time. They don't go down and come back up. But a marine battery, they're better at handling the ups and downs. All right, just wanted to tell y'all I used a marine battery in my little Trico so that everybody could say, oh no, you can't do that. Well, think about these boats with an inboard engine with a 350 Chevrolet in them, and they're running that very same starting battery, and that 350 Chevrolet engine has got a big alternator on it off of a car. So, you know, here you took the car engine and put it in a boat. That's no different than taking a, you know, a marine battery and putting it in a vehicle. It's the same thing. It'll work fine.